Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. So in today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what they've told their friends about you. I'll try to be as accurate as I can, but it is a bit tricky when reading for the collective. If you want something more personal, you can always check in with a psychic for a more in-depth description. Speaking of which, I tried a clairvoyant from Psychic Source, and yes, they're sponsoring today's video. Thank you, Psychic Source. I got matched with a clairvoyant through their site, and honestly, I wasn't expecting her to be that accurate. I gave her no personal info, just asked about my future love life, and somehow she instantly picked up that I'm already in a relationship. She literally said, "Why are you asking about the future without mentioning him?" I was literally speechless, but then I remembered that's kind of what I do too. Still a shocking experience to be on the receiving end of it. She described my future partner as someone who makes me really happy, with great communication and a bond that can handle anything. But the part that really stuck with me, she said she saw my future husband giving me purple flowers. A few weeks later, nothing happened, so I kind of forgot about it. Then we saw a tattoo promo on Instagram. My boyfriend sent me his ideas so I can book, and boom, a purple flower. Not a bouquet, but I'm definitely taking that as a sign. You can chat with gifted advisors however you're most comfortable. Phone, video, or even text. Setting up my account on their website was super easy, and they have this quick little quiz that helps you find a psychic based on what you're looking for, whether it's love, past lives, energy readings, whatever. It made the whole process really personal and intentional. What sets them apart is the level of care and integrity. Only 2% of their applicants actually become advisors, so you know you're speaking to someone who's truly gifted and held to high ethical standards. And they back everything up with a no-risk guarantee. If you're not happy with your last paid reading, it's free. For a limited time, you can use my code Siren at psychicsource.com when checking out, or you can just click the link in my description box below at trypsychicsource.com/siren. You'll get up to 40 minutes with an advisor for just $19.80. That's up to a $240 value. You don't have to use it all in one session. You can spread those minutes out across multiple advisors to see who you truly resonate with. They also donate 1% of your purchase to charity at no extra cost to you. Oh, and yes, I do get paid for this promo, so when you sign up with Psychic Source, you're feeding a perpetually hungry, slightly dramatic psychic, that would be me, and funding my next impulsive crystal purchase. As you can see, the channel needs some new crystals, but that's all for now. Thank you again to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. So getting back to your pile selection, for pile 1 we have the Angelite crystal with the King of Pentacles. For pile 2 we have Rose Quartz with the Judgement card. And for pile 3 we have Tiger's Eye with the High Priestess. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. So once you are done picking a pile, you can find your timestamps in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi pile 1, if you chose the Angelite crystal and the King of Pentacles, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what they've told their friends about you for the person on your mind. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. So I see them telling their friends that you bring them so much peace. They've never felt this much peace in a relationship before. I also see them heavily romanticizing you and the connection. So when they speak about you, it's almost like they romanticize you in a way, and they almost put you on a pedestal and speak about you and speak about maybe not necessarily sexual fantasies, but like what they kind of dream of having with you in the future. I see them referencing that you've helped them maybe get in touch with their emotions. And I see them referencing what they thought was important or necessary in a relationship, or what they thought was important in life. Now they're realizing maybe what's truly important. Like maybe they thought something was important and then they realized, okay, it's not that important, and they're realizing what's truly important to them in a relationship or in life. So we have the Three of Swords reverse, we have the Five of Cups reverse as well, the Knight of Wands, the Five of Swords, and we have the Chariot showing up reverse, with the Ten of Swords at the back of the deck. So I definitely see that some of you have been through ups and downs with this person, but you both are truly trying to heal that within your connection and move past that. I think this person could be speaking about the ups and downs they've had within your connection, not necessarily talking bad about you or anything like that, but more so talking about like the things they've learned from those ups and downs with you. I think that they've learned that even in those moments where maybe we are angry at each other or we go through fights, we have to learn to not be petty or not always try to be right or try to control the other person. I think they're kind of talking about what they've learned over time through those ups and downs, like I said before. I think that maybe this person has been hurt before with the Three of Swords reverse, but they feel like they are healing with you, or they're healing the connection if there has been like some kind of hurt to pain in the connection. So maybe they're telling their friends how they think they're going to heal this connection and how things seem to be getting better, even though you've had your rough patches, and that they're so grateful for that. That they're so grateful you're on the same page about where you're going in the future and where things are headed, but also about both of you putting your egos to the side and trying to cultivate a healthy relationship even through those rough patches or ups and downs or even conflicts. Like I said, this person has become more in touch with their emotions being with you. I don't think this person was very in tune with themselves and their emotions beforehand. I think they were more so focused on the 3D, the physical, the material. I kind of feel like you've opened up this person's heart in a way, and you've helped them maybe heal certain things they've been through in a way. They're saying that you have a pure heart, and even through the ups and downs, they can see that you have pure intentions towards them. They definitely feel free in this connection, and they're telling their friends that, but they're also telling their friends where they plan on going with you in the future. Like the path you're going to take, they're kind of telling their friends plans about the future that they're making in their head. They have told their friends that, this is what I'm hearing, you guys have an unbreakable connection no matter what happens in your connection. Your connection is unbreakable. So they're telling their friends that no matter what you go through together, you will make it through to the other side. They're also telling their friends that they never expected to fall so hard for you. Like maybe at first it started off as attraction and, you know, having that chemistry and passion for one another. And maybe at first they, not that they didn't think it was going to last, but I think at first they didn't expect for themselves to fall for you. And I think before they've only had like short-term connections for some of you. For some of you, I'm picking up on this energy of like, I've only had a few flings. I've never really had like a serious relationship before. And then you were the first one they were in a serious relationship with. For some of you, I feel that energy. But even if it doesn't resonate, maybe things never really worked out in their love life when they tried to date people. It kind of just never lasted. But with you, it actually lasted. So they're telling their friends about that. They're so glad that they haven't given up on this connection, even in moments where things felt like they weren't going this person's way. Kind of staying with you has taught them a lot of lessons and has taught them that we can't necessarily control life's ups and downs, but how we deal and handle with that is what's most important. I feel like whenever they mess up or do something stupid, they tell their friends how much they regret it, because I'm clairvoyantly seeing an image of someone mess up and maybe you're mad at them or something, or maybe you're sad at something they said or did, and I see them with their head in their hands talking to their friends like, why did I do that? Why was I so stupid? Like, how can I either get them back or fix things or something like that? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I see them saying to their friends, no matter where you guys are in the world or no matter where you are in life, as long as they have you, they're happy. So we have the Three of Pentacles now showing up reverse. So they're telling their friends that, yes, you guys have your differences, and yes, sometimes it is hard to work as a team in this connection and cultivate that healthy relationship and healthy communication. But they believe that even through your differences, you can learn to communicate and work as a team. Then we have the Eight of Wands reverse. So I think that things move pretty fast in your connection, and perhaps this person kind of wants to slow down a little bit. I don't know why. I'm getting that energy from the Eight of Wands. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles reverse. They're realizing what's not working and trying to figure out ways to find solutions to what's not working so we can find a different approach to it. And then we have the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. I think that with the Knight of Cups, Seven of Swords, I'm getting this intuitive message, just intuitively, that they feel like even if they tried to get over you, they wouldn't be able to. Even though you guys have had, like I said, your differences and difficulties within the relationship, they still can't stop themselves from falling for you. I'm hearing that song, I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. I don't know, I feel like they're telling their friends, like, I don't know if this is a healthy relationship. I don't know if this relationship's good for me. I don't know if I'm going to get hurt. But I just can't stop myself from having these feelings. That's kind of the vibe I get from these two card combinations, just intuitively, like I said. So for some reason, as I tap in clairvoyantly, I'm seeing, I think the characters' names were Nani and David's relationship from Lilo and Stitch. I don't know why I'm seeing their relationship in particular, but I am. Random message, but that's what I saw. Maybe there's something within their relationship dynamic that's applicable. I don't really remember what their relationship was like in that movie, but maybe something about that is applicable to the reading. Because I'm seeing the scene where he's doing the fire dancing and then Nani's there. I feel like this person has realized where they've made mistakes. I keep getting that energy of regret, making mistakes in the relationship, realizing what we did wrong and trying to right our wrongs. And I see someone trying to clean up their life and just trying to be a better person. It's like what we did before, the toxic things we did before is no longer going to cut it and is just causing more harm to the relationship. So now we have to, again, put our pride to the side and learn to deal with things in a healthier way. I keep seeing that energy of them talking about that to their friends. I feel like they, a lot of the times, ask for relationship advice from their friends when you guys are going through that difficulty. Asking them, like, how can I fix things? How can I make things right? Especially if you are in some kind of separation here. I'm hearing that they don't want to push you away with their own toxicity. And when I say toxicity, I don't mean it like bad mouthing this person, but I feel like we all have toxic traits. Like for me, for example, my toxic traits is I can be a little bit petty at times, and I'm trying not to be like that. But we all have toxic sides to us. And I feel like the most important thing I see here is this person wants to work on that. I feel like it's not necessarily a bad energy if they can take responsibility from that and learn from that. I'm hearing we reawaken this love, the passion between the two of you. They kind of just want to dive deep into this relationship and take a leap of faith and go deeper with you emotionally and kind of just match your energy. They may talk about conversations you guys have had together, almost like picking apart like conversations you've had and talking to their friends about it and asking their friends what they think that means. They talk about how much sexual attraction there is here. I see that intuitively. So we have the Six of Swords. They're talking about changes they want to make here. To the relationship, but also to themselves, how they want to change and improve and basically just transform in a way. The Sun reverse. We have the Page of Cups showing up reverse. They're wondering if you are happy in this connection. And I kind of feel this energy of like wanting a second chance or wanting a chance from you to prove that they can kind of right their wrongs here. So Page of Cups reverse, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands. I'm hearing the word distrust. They feel like you don't fully trust them, and they're wondering how they can rebuild trust. Or something about like trust issues is coming up. Nine of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune reverse. So this person knows that it's going to be hard to change, because the Wheel of Fortune reverse can talk about that sometimes. Along with the Six of Swords, I'm kind of getting that message. And we have the Fool at the back of the deck, which is confirmation that they want to take a leap of faith here and not listen to their fears of getting hurt. But I think that they think that you also have your fears, and that's kind of putting a barrier between the two of you. Even though it's hard to change, they want to make that effort, and they want to slowly, progressively kind of fix their behavior in some way. They're asking their friends, am I naive? Am I kind of like thinking about this and looking at the situation with rose-colored glasses? But again, with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, this card can talk about accepting life's ups and downs. And again, how I said, the way we deal with it is most important. So I feel like, again, there's like something about them wanting a chance from you, wanting a chance to prove that they can make things right. And if you are unhappy in this connection, like they want to change that with the Six of Swords next to the Sun reverse. Okay, so that is all I'm getting for you, pile one. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi pile 2, if you chose the Rose Quartz Crystal and the Judgment card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what they've told their friends about you for the person in your mind. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. So I think you've brought this person some kind of spiritual awakening here. That's what I'm hearing. I'm seeing this energy of them saying that you're a free spirit, basically just describing how they see you and how you make them feel as well. So we'll see what we get about that as we shuffle the cards. I'm also getting this random message. This is weird. But I'm seeing like people smoke together and talk. So I don't know if they are smoking or drinking or something while they're talking about you, but that's basically just what I saw intuitively. The Magician. Only take that if that applies. Seven of Pentacles reverse. And of course I'm not promoting any kind of thing like that, but this is just what I see intuitively. The Magician, the Seven of Pentacles reverse, the Three of Wands, the Page of Pentacles reverse, and the King of Swords. I see them talking about how you're always right. It's like you'll tell them what to do and you'll always be right. It's not like they're having an attitude with that, but they're kind of like laughing about it, like, oh, yeah, they're always right. Like they always tell me what to do and they're always right. Like that kind of energy is what's coming through. Like when this person isn't doing what they need to do, you kind of hold them responsible for that, if that makes sense. And they kind of laugh about it and roll their eyes while they're saying that. That's what I see in my mind's eye. But it's not coming from a malicious energy. It's more like joking and laughing about it. It's like a lighthearted energy. I think they're talking about your future and where they see this going. With a Magician, 3 of Wands, this is about plans they're making for the future. Where they want this connection to go. Like what they basically want to create here. I think they're realizing that they need to put in more effort, that they've kind of either been inconsistent with their efforts with the 7 of Pentacles reverse, or that they kind of just haven't put in a lot of effort. And I think it's kind of made them doubt themselves and doubt if you are okay with that or not. And they know you're probably not okay with that, and they know they probably have to put in more effort. You help them definitely get outside of their comfort zone as well. They feel like they're growing with you. And even though that growth can sometimes be painful or difficult, they don't feel like they're regressing with you. They feel like you're growing and you hold them accountable and responsible. You're the light of their life. You bring so much joy into their life. And you make them feel like love could be possible. I'm feeling the energy that this person previously didn't believe that true love could exist or that love could be possible, but you've helped them realize that true love does exist. You've kind of reawakened their view of love, where they're looking at love in more of a lovey-dovey way now than before. And even their friends can see it and kind of joke about it. Like, you know, when... This is a scene I'm seeing in my mind. It doesn't have to resonate, but you know when men talk about like a man being whipped, I see like that kind of energy, but it doesn't have to be a man. If you're asking about a woman, it can be the same energy, but just different. But I'm kind of seeing that in my mind's eye. Like friends tell each other you're whipped for this person or something like that. So this person fears losing control and fears losing you. And they don't want to lose you. And I think that's why they think they need to put in more effort. Because you've definitely put in effort and they want to return that to you. And I feel like that could be a sensitive thing within your relationship. Like maybe you guys have had not necessarily conflicts about it, but talks about this where maybe you've expressed your feelings and how it hurts you that this person isn't putting in the effort you deserve and want. Maybe something about like a love language or a need not being met, like an emotional need, a physical need, whatever it is. I see that, and they want to do better. That's basically what I see here. They know they're not perfect, but they kind of want to be the perfect man or woman for you. They want to become that. I think they're telling their friends about their past and how it has influenced them. I'm seeing some kind of traumatic incident. I don't know what this is exactly. It could be different for all of you, but I'm basically seeing a kind of traumatic incident that prevented them from fully, not necessarily opening up, but letting their guard down in a way. And I think they don't want to hold themselves back anymore in this connection. They talk about you with so much love in their eyes. And I see them complimenting you a lot when they talk to their friends. And telling them like how amazing you are. Because I basically see a scene in my mind's eye of someone like basically telling their friends, oh, this person has such beautiful eyes and I'm so in love with them. And like all these nice things about you. They talk about how you keep them on their toes and sometimes they feel like they can't figure you out. Just when they think they know you, they see other parts to you. And I think that you're a very deep person and you're very admired by this person. They talk about the traits that you have that they admire. And they talk about how even if they've been with you for long, no matter how long you've been together, there's still this feeling of I still get to know new things about you every day. Or maybe not every day, but like I still get to know new things about you all the time. Two of Swords, the Queen of Wands reverse. These cards fell on the floor. The Devil reverse. The Five of Pentacles. And the Justice card. Okay, so I see them talking to their friends about you and then you calling them immediately and then kind of like answering the phone and being like, hold on, my boo's calling or something like that. Like I see that type of energy in my mind's eye. So maybe sometimes when they're talking to their friends about you and hanging out with their friends, you call like while they're doing that. And I almost feel like you intuitively sense when this person is talking about you. Like let's say they just pop up in your mind all of a sudden and they were just talking about you. It's that intuitive connection you guys have, because I feel like you sort of pick up on each other's energies without realizing. I don't think this person talks about that, but that's just what I see in the energy. For some of you, you're in long distance relationships and they're talking about that. Or they're talking about like wanting to see you again if you don't live like very close to each other and maybe they have to drive to you or something. They're kind of talking about wanting to see you and making plans with you whenever they miss you. I do think they also talk about insecurities they may have. So for example, let's say they have an insecurity where they fear you leaving them for someone else, or let's say they have insecurities about their appearance or personality or whatever. I feel like they talk about how they feel about that, and I feel like their friends are kind of telling them like, no, you don't have anything to worry about. As I say that, I hear a ringing in my left ear, so I think that's confirmation. I don't know why, but I'm seeing this image of them going out with their friends and maybe they forget to call you or update you, and then they finally do get a hold of you, and then, I don't know, I see their friends being like, ooh, you're in trouble, something like that. What a weird message, but that's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. I've never gotten that in a reading. I feel like them and their friends have a lot of like jokes together, because I keep seeing like playful, lighthearted jokes with them and their friends. Yeah, and with the Devil reverse, I think that this person does struggle to hold themselves accountable for their own actions and for their own life. And that card is about taking responsibility, finally learning how to take responsibility when it's in the reverse position. At least to me, that's how I read it. So I feel like that's confirmation that you do hold them accountable for their action. I see them talking about choices they want to make soon. Let's see what else comes up. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm hearing, I hope you don't leave me. But I'm hearing it like in a song form. The Moon, the Ten of Pentacles. I think they are also talking about family and how they've kind of seen their family dynamic play out. Like, for example, let's say their parents' marriage. Maybe they're taking things they admire from that, but also looking at what they don't want to repeat. Or looking at other people's relationships and maybe learning from that. Kind of like taking note of what they don't want to repeat. Like looking at other people's lessons and taking a note that I don't want to repeat those same mistakes that person's made. So I see something about that and talking, but I see some kind of like admiration of a relationship This could be within their family. This could be a friend they have. I don't know, but there's some kind of admiration of another relationship where they see that as like relationship goals. This to me either feels like an older person or someone that's been with this person for very long, and they kind of look up to that person's relationship and want your relationship to be like that in the future, to grow like that in the future. I think they talk about family. I feel like this person wants a family of their own if you aren't already there. Like maybe they could talk about wanting that. And if you are already married or have a family, like maybe they talk about your kids or something like that. Just take it how it resonates for you based on where you're at in this connection. I also think they're so afraid of you cutting them off. I keep seeing that message. I don't know why. I kind of feel like, and don't get me wrong, I feel like this is not a bad energy. It's not so bad, but I can't deny what I see, so I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry in advance for this message, but it's not that bad. I feel like there have been white lies told or a lack of truth given, but it feels like something small, like a white lie. It feels like, okay, the image I'm seeing in my mind's eye is, let's say this person did something stupid and hurt themselves and they hide it from you. Or let's say they break something in the house and they hide it from you because, I don't know, like maybe they don't want you to get mad at them or something. I don't know. But I'm seeing like some kind of white lie was told, and I feel like they're afraid of you finding out. And I feel like they've told their friends about that, but it feels like something small. It doesn't feel like a deceitful energy. I don't feel like this person would betray you in any way. That's not what I see here. Unless that has happened in your relationship and you're already aware of it, but I don't feel like that energy is applicable for most of you. I feel like they've realized that they need to tell you the truth. They can't like hide little things from you. I also feel like this person talks about, how I said before, like emotions they feel within this connection with the moon, because you definitely bring out deep emotions within them. And they feel like this connection does have depth to it. Sometimes you guys struggle to find balance within the connection, but I do feel like you guys are working on that. And I do feel like sometimes this person's fears get the better of them, but they do want to work on that. I don't know if they told their friends that, but I'm seeing that. And I'm seeing them talk about like what they want to work towards financially, so that you guys can build a life together. So that is all I'm seeing for you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi Pal 3, if you chose the Tiger's Eye Crystal and the High Priestess card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what they've told their friends about you for the person on your mind. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. I'm hearing the word perfect in my mind. So they're telling their friends that you're perfect to them. They're almost putting you on a pedestal, making you perfect in their mind. So we have the Moon card showing up first, then we have the Three of Wands, we have the Page of Pentacles showing up reverse, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel heartbreak in my heart chakra, so I don't know if a lot of you have been through like rough periods with this person, or if there was like some kind of separation, breakup. For some of you that is applicable, but if not, then don't take the message. If it's not applicable to your current relationship, maybe they've experienced pain within past relationships, and maybe they're comparing you to past partners, not in a bad way, but viewing you as like the better one, if that makes sense. So they either talk about heartbreak that's happened within your connection or outside of the connection, because I just feel that strongly within my heart chakra. They talk about how you both have a very playful connection. You ground them, you bring them stability. Yet also at the same time, I feel like they've gotten in touch with their spirituality, or something like that while being with you. This is a very deep spiritual connection. That's what I definitely see here. It feels like some kind of soul connection with both the moon and the high priestess. I'm hearing I've never felt this way before. They talk about how you always seem to know what they need or what they want without them having to tell you. It's kind of like you read their mind, but you also know things. It's like you'll always know what's going on within their life with a high priestess. Like they won't have to tell you about it, you'll just know. And you'll just sense what this person kind of needs and give it to them. They feel very emotionally fulfilled in this connection. And they're definitely thinking of building towards your future. I feel like you hold the power within this connection, or wear the pants within this connection. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but I am. And they talk about it, but they don't mind. I feel like this person's more passive in a way, and you kind of just take the lead. But I'm feeling a lot of insecurities and wounds within the solar plexus with them. So maybe they talk about insecurities they may have about the relationship, but also I feel like this person is someone that struggles to know their worth. If they've been hurt in previous relationships, maybe they're the type of person that stays loyal to people they shouldn't stay loyal to. I think that sometimes this person struggles to realize when something is unhealthy for them, and they stay too long in relationships that aren't really the best for them. But this connection, it seems to have like something solid. I feel like this is their friends talking, and I feel like their friends are telling them that they approve of this connection, and that they think this connection is much better than past connections they've had where they've almost been blind to love. You know what I mean? They talk about how they trust you. Even when they didn't know you very well, like the moment they first met you, they knew they could trust you. It was just a feeling they had. They felt like you're genuine. And they're hoping that that feeling isn't wrong. That they're not wrong about that, and that they can trust that feeling. I feel like it's their gut feeling with the moon and the high priestess. There's some things that are hidden here that they've told their friends about that they haven't told you about, but this isn't necessarily bad. It's more so coming through like a surprise. Because with the Three of Wands, the moon, it's making me think of hiding something I'm planning. Like, let's say I'm planning to do something special for someone, and then I'm hiding it from them. It's kind of giving me that type of vibe. I don't know why, but I'm just getting that intuitively with the moon and the Three of Wands. That they've told their friends things they haven't told you just because they kind of want to surprise you in some way, or they're planning towards something that they kind of want to be a surprise in some way. There's some kind of stillness within this connection where you guys can be together for hours, talk, even when you're not talking. There's like some kind of comfortable silence here. You guys feel very comfortable around each other. Like you can just be yourselves with each other. And it also feels like it's not just like a romantic connection. You both have a friendship. But I also feel that energy of comfortability where I don't have to like hide parts of myself, or a comfortability in the sense where I can just be my unfiltered self and not worry about judgment. Like I even see images of two people hanging out in their pajamas, and it's like you just feel that comfortable with a person, you know? They talk about inside jokes that you two have with one another and how you always seem to make them laugh. They talk about cute little moments you've had together, because in my mind's eye, I'm seeing two people like kind of laugh together, and they're kind of like being silly with each other. So maybe they talk about that kind of dynamic you have, and little playful cute moments you've had. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing someone like feed another person a cookie and they do it wrong and then they're laughing together. Like maybe they put it by the person's nose instead of mouth or something like that. I hope I'm making sense with the way I'm describing it, but that's what I see. They oddly just feel calm in this connection. They don't even like stress or worry a lot with you. It's kind of like you just soothe them. Even when they're angry or feeling like a strong emotion, like let's say they're stressed out from a long day of work or whatever, it's like you calm them. You soothe their emotions. And you're the only person that's been able to have that effect on them. So they may talk about that, like no matter what mood they're in, you always cheer them up or make them feel better. You're like their medicine. This is a very healing connection, I feel intuitively. I don't think they say that, but that's the energy that's felt by them. I think they like playing with your hair as well, or something about liking your hair. They talk about you being very graceful, soft-spoken. You have a soft personality, yet you're also powerful at the same time. You're not necessarily dominant. Like you have a powerful side to you, but you're not necessarily dominant. That's what I'm getting energetically. Unless you want to be. Like maybe in little moments you want to be, but I feel like for the most part, you have like a very soft personality, a very gentle personality. And maybe some of you are the type to act tough on the outside, but be a softie on the inside. Maybe they talk about that if that is applicable. I'm seeing something about like buying a house or moving into like an apartment or something. Or like talking about an apartment or a house or something. Only take that message if it's applicable. The 5 of Cups. I'm hearing wishes. They talk about wishes they have for the connection and where they basically wish to be. The Chariot, the 7 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool. Okay, so this person talks about how they can sometimes be emotionally irrational, and I'm not trying to insult them. This is just the energy I see, I promise. Like, I promise I don't mean anything bad by saying that, but I feel like this person can recognize where, I don't want to say they're maybe flawed, but like, I think they can realize where they need to work on themselves or grow. But I do feel like, again, there's something about like you knowing how to soothe that emotion down or calm that emotion down so that they don't have to become so reactive, because I do feel like this person struggles with reactivity and struggles with being conscious of their reactions. They kind of struggle to calm their nervous system down and balance out their emotions in some way. They say that you've sticked with them through thick and thin. Even when they've shown maybe more negative parts of themselves, you still haven't run away, or you still haven't like left them, which they're surprised about. Because I see this person talking about like maybe things they think would like chase a person away, or things about them that they think would make another person run, but you haven't run. If that makes sense, like that's kind of just what I see intuitively. I think you accept them as they are, and you don't expect them to kind of just be perfect. Like you understand that everybody has their own things about them and nobody's perfect. And they definitely appreciate that you haven't run away, even in moments where they've shown maybe like not the worst sides of themselves, but maybe flawed sides of themselves. This is from their words. I feel like they get goosebumps every time you touch them, because I feel this feeling clairsentiently of like a hand on me, and then I got goosebumps. So maybe they talk about how your touch basically makes them feel. I'm hearing the word crash out, so maybe this person is someone that crashes out a lot. And again, like maybe there's something about them like trying to learn how to control their reactions or their emotions and control that side of them. As long as it's not hurting you within this relationship, then I guess if they learn to work through that, then that would be great. But but I feel like this person doesn't want to disappoint you or hurt you. And I feel like they've realized relationships are not about controlling the other person, but allowing that person to be themselves and to make their own decisions. I think that sometimes this person has had problems with like wanting to control people around them. And I don't feel like it's coming through in a malicious way, but it's more so coming through in like a control freak way. Like, let's say someone makes a decision and that wouldn't be the decision they would make, and this decision doesn't seem smart to them. But they're learning to just like breathe and let other people make their own mistakes and let other people live their own lives. And I feel like they're trying not to let that happen within your relationship, if that makes sense. Because maybe that has played out in past relationships. I keep seeing them like talk about past relationships, not because they're not over their exes, but they're maybe talking about what it's been like with them and what it's been like with you, where they maybe want to like improve, comparing like how past people have hurt them compared to you where you don't hurt them. You're so nice to them, you're so kind to them, even when they don't. I'm just hearing this. I'm not saying this. Maybe this is their words. Even when they don't necessarily deserve that kindness, you're kind to them. Like, let's say they are acting out in a way that is maybe not the best. It's like you're still kind to them. That's what I see them saying to their friends. So let's get some cards. So this person feels very passionate about you. And this person's a very like passionate person, but they can be explosive with that passion, because I'm seeing what is that character again? Sorry, I forget names of people all the time. Like, I don't know why my brain's just like that. Morticia and Gomez. I'm seeing their relationship, which is really cute to me. And I'm also seeing like fire in my mind's eye and then a volcano like exploding, which is why I say that this is a very passionate connection, but this person can also be explosive, and I feel like they talk about that. Six of Pentacles, the Star reverse. This person talks about wanting to be generous with you and spoil you with the Six of Pentacles and help you whenever you need help. Like, they never want you to go through struggles alone. They want to be there for you and help you through that in any way they can. Like, they want to be supportive of you, right? I feel like they talk about things they're maybe confused about within the connection, and I feel like they kind of ask their friends, like, how do you see this? It can be something as simple as, you know, I don't know if they like me or not, and then their friends are like, no, I can see they really like you. It doesn't have to be deep. Spirit isn't really giving me any context to that, but I see them talking about things they're maybe confused about, where they don't really know how to wrap their head around it. That topic or subject, whatever they're confused about. I think this person sometimes is scared that you lose hope within the connection, and they're scared that they kind of drive you away with their problems and with their reactivity and explosiveness. Because again, the King of Wands reverse can be about someone that has maybe a lot of like pent up anger within them. So again, I hope this person isn't taking that anger out on you, but I feel like there's something here about them like being scared of them maybe pushing you away, scared of you leaving, or scared of you being like hopeless about them being able to grow or change. With the Death card and the Star reverse, that's what I feel intuitively. So this is like a very specific energy. I don't feel like everyone will resonate with this unless you're like, okay, yes, that's my person. But if you don't, then feel free to pick another pile and maybe you'll find other information there. But That's basically all I'm getting for you, Pile 3. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.